How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today we got chapter, what, 28? Yeah, 28 of Seer. For some reason I thought we had a break this week. I don't know if I just read the date wrong last week, or I don't know what was going on. But we got a chapter, and it was definitely a setup chapter. This is a chapter that gives us a little bit of information about Iori, and it sets up the fight for next time. So, you know, not a horrible chapter to have. We're not going to have every chapter be super hype and action-packed and all this other stuff. So, like I said, this is a pretty simple chapter. We start with Iori's actually up and moving now. Old big sis, Iori, told him, get up. It's time to wake up. Everybody else down. What you gonna do, bud? So he's walking up the steps, and basically, as he's walking up the steps, he's having a little bit of a flashback to who we come to find out is the previous beckoning hand that he used to protect before Riku. And we just have a couple little slips there, nothing super serious. But he says, why am I remembering this now? Well, probably because the situation kind of reminds you of that one. I don't know, maybe. So he gets up to the first floor, and this doll god is seeming to take shape a little bit. It's got this head that's just a ball with two eyes, but then it's got a ton of different arms. So definitely in the, what's the word I'm looking for? In the image of Senju Doji, you could say. Thing looks pretty badass, honestly. I like the design of it, I really do. But, yeah, we just have, the Puppet Master, the hell was her name? I don't know, sorry little girl, I forgot your name. Obviously it wasn't that cool. We have Amelia, and then obviously we have Kenma, Miss Kondo, and Riku all tied up inside of this doll with the other two. So Iori takes out his little shadow blade, and the doll decides to attack him. Well, you already have Yayoi in his back pocket talking to him, which I love the fact that they constantly have Yayoi just chiming in through somebody's cell phone. Like, this is set in modern day, everybody has a cell phone, so yeah, you can constantly be in contact, and it's actually being used as a device in the story. I like that. So she's telling Iori, like, bro, that's not gonna work. You're not taking that thing on with your little shadow blade. She's like, if you don't summon Onyoki, everybody is going to die. You have to make a choice. What are you going to do? So, for my side of things, hell yes, I'm down. Let's do it. Let's get it. Bring him out. I want to see Onyoki again. It's been too long since I've seen him. I need to see my buddy again. I want to give him pets. Let him out. Let him off the leash. Come on, let's go play. So, Iori starts telling us that he doesn't like to summon Onyoki, and he doesn't want to because he doesn't want Onyoki to kill anybody. He doesn't want Onyoki to possibly kill Kenma or Kondo or Riku. I mean, Amelia or the Puppet Master, whatever, it's fine. Pull him back into the Shadow Realm. Fine, take him back to the Shadow Realm with you, bud, don't care. The other three, we'd like to keep those three outside of the Shadow Realm because we like them. So, yeah, as Yayoi calls it, his little shadow blade's not enough. This rope god is just smacking Iori around, just smacking him into the wall. And the Puppet Master decides to kind of show Iori that it's time to get serious. I'm not fucking around. You shouldn't be fucking around. And she snaps Kenma's arm this time. Which, I can't remember, was it a leg last time or it was his other arm? I can't remember. Either she snapped his other arm or she snapped an arm instead of a leg. Either way, she's going to keep on breaking bones. And this is actually, I apologize, this is when Yayoi tells Iori to summon Onyoki. Before this, she just told him that's not going to work. So, yeah, Iori tells Yayoi that I don't want to summon Onyoki. I don't want him to kill anybody. I don't want them to die. She tells him, she goes, well, I hate to tell you, friend, but if you don't summon Onyoki, they're gonna die anyway. So, you kill them by summoning Onyoki, or, well, possibly kill them by summoning Onyoki, or you are definitely responsible for their deaths when they die because you didn't summon Onyoki. If you have the power to help and you specifically choose not to, you are basically a part of their death. So, make a decision, bud. Help or don't. Kill them or maybe kill them. Now I got my little buddy in again. I should have named you Onyoki. You don't listen to your name anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, yeah, she's telling him, she's like, you got to make a choice. They're going to die if you don't summon them. If you do summon them, they might not die. So, summon them. It's really the only reasonable option here, honestly. And this is kind of what leads us into the major flashback portion of this chapter where Iori is, well, not telling us. I guess we're just learning about the old the old conceiving hand that Iori used to protect, and how her name was, I'm going to have to look at the page again because I don't remember her name. Yukazuki. That was her name. Knew that the entire time, I swear to God. But yeah, Yukazuki is a very pushy person. She's a very friendly, upbeat, energetic kind of person. Not the type of person that Iori is at all. I'm just going to let him hang out. Screw it. So, yeah, you can get the sense that Iori's very standoffish. She really pushes him to interact more. And, yeah, so Iori having to use Onyoki causes him to suffer spirit wounds. And he runs off at one point, and the beckoning hand runs after him, heals the spirit wounds, and smacks him on the head, saying, hey, if you're in pain, let me know. I can help. So, from then on, Iori, whenever he got spirit wounds, this beckoning hand would help him and heal him. So they developed a very good bond together, especially because Iori was living on his own. Yayoi, his big sister, was not there at the time. She was overseas. Have no idea what the hell is going on with their parents. I guess their parents are just dead. I don't know. So, yeah, after a while of them kind of getting a closer bond to each other, Senju Doji ends up showing up. And after Senju Doji shows up, Iori obviously has to fight her while she's trying to take the conceiving hand. And throughout their fight, Iori had to use so much of his power that he couldn't control Onyoki anymore. And we don't know exactly how this conceiving hand ended up dying. It's kind of implied that Onyoki wasn't the reason she died. It was the fact that she had spent so much time not healing Iori's spirit wounds, but absorbing them. And she never told Iori that. She never told him that she was simply absorbing his spirit wounds and taking them into her body. And so, yeah, we're kind of led to believe this is the reason why Iori is kind of so messed up with the whole shaman thing, is that because this girl that he started to care more and more about, whether that be platonically or emotionally or however, they had a bond, and he didn't know that this entire time she was just sacrificing herself for him. And yeah, I can understand why that would mess somebody up. If you can't understand that, why that would mess you up, you might be a heartless person. I'm just saying. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, it was nice to get a little bit more information about the backstory of Iori. Like I said, this wasn't a super big chapter or anything. It just gave us some backstory. Really leads us to understand why Iori is the way he is, why he's standoffish. Kind of seems like he's always like that, but this could definitely add to that aspect of his personality. And yeah, we can understand why he doesn't want to be a shaman anymore, and why it could be somewhat tough for him starting out working with Riku, because obviously that's going to bring a lot of emotions and a lot of memories back that he probably doesn't want to deal with anymore. So it was a good setup chapter. At the very end, after all of this, after saying he doesn't want to repeat the past, he doesn't want to cause anybody to die anymore, we see him throwing up the bracelet, got the key coming up. So I can only assume there's two ways I see this going for Iori next chapter. Either he's going to say screw it and whip out Onyoki straight from the start and say I'm not going to lose control this time, and he's just, I guess, going to beat the conceiving hand and, not kill everybody. Or he's going to be in defiance of this idea, and he's going to throw everything except the kitchen sink out. Every single phantom he has outside of Onyoki, because we know he has multiple other phantoms. We've seen him absorb a phantom already in the series and then use it after absorbing it. So yes, that's something I wouldn't mind seeing. I wouldn't mind seeing Iori have some defiance towards the idea of just giving in to Onyoki and having to use him. Rather, throw out every single phantom I got, use every technique I have, try to think of different ways to use them in conjunction with each other to get the upper hand. That way I don't have to rely on this technique that has killed people close to me and could possibly kill more people close to me. So whichever way we take it, if we take it in one of those two directions, or if something crazy happens, I don't know. I will say after this chapter, this leads even more credence to the idea that Mr. Akama has just dropped the kids off for a vacation and left and flown back home. Bye, Mr. Akama, I guess. I don't know. So who knows? I don't know. Hopefully, we get Onyoki next time. I want to see Onyoki. It's like my favorite character in the entire series, even though it's not actually a character. So yeah, I loved it. Every time that I've seen the thing on panel, I love just seeing little snips and clippets of it in this chapter. I love it. It's my favorite technique. The thing is awesome. It's psychotic. It's badass. It drags people into the freaking shadow realm. But anyway, we're going to call this one here. I think this was a little bit shorter than most of my chapter reviews usually do. But like I said, it's not a super packed chapter, so you don't need it to be that long. So, I'm out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure and like and subscribe. I'm probably going to say that at the beginning of the video because I'm going to record a new clip and have me say that because I need to say it at the beginning. But I'm out. I'll see you next time, everybody. Peace.